I'm Beto Duran. It's time for another episode of the High School Football Weekly Show, live from the Pizza Hut Content Studios. And of course, it's always brought to you by Ralph's. So a parent's goal is to see their kids succeed, whether it's on the field, off the field. At the end of the day, you just want your child to be the best and to achieve their goals. And this young man is doing it. Dorian Franklin, defensive back at St. John Bosco, is going to the Ivy League. He will be playing for the Harvard Crimson. Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's a lot of things that go on in the recruiting. How does Harvard approach you?
Man, just growing up, my parents are super big with academics. My father, he worked with the K through 12 in charter schools, so he worked in that area. My mom, she's a professor at USC, and then she's starting her own social work, bachelor's level social work at USC. So growing up, my family was super big in education, so seeing that and talking to the coaches in the Ivy League, paying out that route and what it would look like for me, it was something that I was definitely interested in. So, playing in the Ivy League is going to be a great opportunity, and even in that education as well. So it's going to be amazing.
So it's one of those where you're a kid and your dad like, okay, Harvard, Yale, Princeton. You knew about those schools as a kid?
Shoot, yeah, I always knew about Harvard and Yale, but like all the other Ivy League school, I didn't know too much about. But just thinking about a big time school like Harvard, oh my gosh, it was it was crazy.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I see UCLA. Your parents were like, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Brown. Like, do you know all the schools now?
Yeah, I know all eight of them now. So yeah.
How did you end up there?
Shoot. Starting out in the recruiting process early on, obviously, you're going to talk to those Power 4 and those G6 schools now, but it was really Cornell that started getting me in the Ivy League thought space early on. I talked to a couple schools early on, and then Cornell was one of those schools that I really started talking to early on. And I didn't really think too much about it at the time because, my mind was always like, oh, I want to go to the big Power 4 school. I want to play in the SEC. So just shifting my focus really is something that, played into that decision.
Now, Ivy League schools, they don't give scholarships.
Yeah.
They give need-based, and it's how you're doing. That deters a lot of people not going there.
Yeah.
For you, it's just we're going.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, so me and my parents, we figured that, it's definitely worth it. Just thinking 40 years instead of 4 years. So that was something that we thought, it was definitely worth it.
So how does the first contact happen? Because I've always heard this, where everybody, if you have the grades, they'll find a way to get you. But then it's like, oh, he only has a 3.9. Yeah. That he can't hit over there. What's your GPA?
So right now, I had a 4.0 this past semester, so, I took a couple AP classes.
Just a couple?
Yeah.
Just a couple at St. John Bosco, which is a really hard school.
Yeah.
So the coaches see your GPA, obviously your game film is going to pop off.
Right.
So a lot of times those coaches are thinking, we can't get that kid because an SEC, a Big Ten school. How did they find you?
I would definitely say, through the great recruiting process, that Coach Negro and Coach Hall and Coach Terry Bullock, they bring the schools, to our school, and we get to talking and everything. They ask, obviously they have to ask a big question: what's my GPA? What class I'm taking? Everything. I tell them, and they'll be like, okay, this looks like
What class are you taking? Tell them.
True. Right now, this past semester, my hardest class, what I just took was AP Calculus AB. So that was a super challenging class for me. Calculus is, it's not some easy at all. And then I took an AP English class as well. So yeah, those are couple of challenging classes.
Only two?
Yeah.
That semester?
Yeah, that semester.
How many have you taken total?
Total, those are my first two AP classes.
Okay.
So before that, I took a handful of honors classes like my freshman year. I know I took honors with biology, honors algebra 2 trigonometry, honors English as well. And then my sophomore year, I took honors English, honors pre-cal, and then honors chemistry. So yeah, I was sticking with the rigor course load as well.
Absolutely, but did you drop this on the coaches like Harvard, Yale coming out like, oh, here's my GPA. By the way, I'm also enrolled in a community college, and I got 2 AA degrees. Did you drop that on them?
Yeah, I let all of them know too. So unfortunately, they don't accept those credits, but just talking to them and telling them like, I'm experienced with,
I'm ready
college
to
coursework. Yeah. So I'm already college student, so that's something that they liked as well. So yeah, I started my community college journey the second semester of my freshman year, And so I was just working on that, hammering it out in the background. And I didn't tell too much people about it. And then this past spring session, I just popped out with my 2 AA degrees. One in,
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
You have 2 AA degrees.
yes, sir, 2 of them. One in interdisciplinary studies and one in communication. So yeah, it was a great.
From where?
The LACCD district. So I went to Los Angeles Southwest College.
Okay, so you, all right, this is all the honors classes you just threw at me, and then community college
Yes,
classes,
sir. All of that,
and then speed work, and then film work, and then football work,
All of that.
and then there's track, and there's everything.
And I was also in student government as well. So,
Of course you were.
Yeah. My first 2 years, I was class president. This past year, I was junior class president. Vice president, excuse me.
So you don't sleep?
Shoot, yeah. I mean, it was a couple of nights where I was staying up trying to knock out some work and, hammer some things out. But, it was all worth it. It's all something that I wouldn't tie to school. I set goals for myself. And so that was something that I was willing to, wanted to do.
One of the things that I've always admired about whether it's Bosco or Loyola or any of the Catholic schools, and I'm biased because I sent my son there, is the brotherhood that you come out of.
Yeah.
But I noticed this when my son was a freshman. He got, I think, a B in the class or something. And I'm hearing some of the kids from the basketball team, like, oh man, hey, let's help you out. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. Back in my day when I grew up, like, you got a B. Like, damn, you're smart. Like, oh man, you're too smart.
Yeah.
No, but you're the schoolboy. Now, it seemed like the brotherhood you have with the Braves, especially in the team, is how do we help each other get better on and off the field?
Yeah, we all build each other up. Starting with off the field, like I know I have my own personal study groups as far as, calculus and that English class. There was a couple of challenging classes. We all have our group chat, and, aside from the teacher, where we help each other out, we brainstorm together, we figure out, we problem solve on our own. And even with the team academically, we talking to each other, we getting on calls, helping each other out with our math class. Like I was taking AP calculus, so I know a couple of my buddies, my freshman or sophomore buddies that are, algebra or geometry or pre-cal. I would help them out with some of their homework as well. So just that brotherhood, we're all helping each other become great, become better boys, better young men, and better students and better athletes as well. So we all help build each other up.
I love that, man. I love that, especially on the football field. You see the translate.
Yeah.
How did you start playing football?
Shoot, I started playing football as long as I can remember. Football has always been a part of my family. I remember watching Gail Sayers, if you guys even know who that is, Gail Sayers.
Okay, you're going to history.
Gail Sayers' football tape when I was around 3 years old. My dad clicked it on one of those, what is it, cassette tapes? Is that it? Shoot, so he plugged one of those in, and I was just watching.
Yeah, VHS tape.
Yeah, VHS,
okay.
My bad.
No, you got it right. It is
yeah.
a cassette tape. But the fact that you're a teenager knowing what that is, most people in their 20s don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Old school football culture, like, we're going to pop the tape in right here.
Yeah. So
Good job on your dad.
Yeah. Shout out my dad for real. But yeah, just watching that growing up, I fell in love with it from the start. Like my older brother plays football as well, so just watching him, being around him and his friends, his teammates, I've always loved football. So it's been great. Yeah.
So what was the first time you put on pads?
First time I put on pads. Shoot, it was probably like before I even should be having on pads, trying on my brother's gear and everything.
Okay.
But
so you were the little brother that was running around?
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I was always around my older brother's friends.
So were you grabbing their helmets?
Yeah, grabbing the helmets, holding them, put it on like it's a little bobblehead. So yeah.
Were you the water boy on the teams?
Yeah, I was always the water boy. I knew all my brother's teammates' name. They all knew me. They all knew me as Little Delano. So yeah.
Little Delano.
Yeah, that's my older brother's name.
So Delano was playing. Where's he playing?
He's currently playing at Grambling State University.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep. So just always being around him. Yeah.
So Little Delano.
Yeah.
Right? Has now become big brother now, right?
Yeah.
Like the way it looks like?
Well, yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's always been great. Yeah.
So because you've been around the entire time, right? You're putting on pads before you should have been.
Yeah.
Right? When did you say, you know what? I think I got something here. Right?
Shoot.
Everybody says, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go to the NFL. But around when did you really say, I can actually be something on this?
Shoot, it's always being in youth. You always gonna have those standout players.
Of course.
Yeah. So I was always the one running around with the football. Scoring the touchdowns, playing on defense.
So you were playing all the positions.
Yeah, I was playing everything.
You were that kid.
Yeah. I was playing everything possible I could. Running back, receiver. Shoot, I never actually tried out quarterback, but
No, well, you probably would have thrown it to yourself.
Yeah.
You're that fast, right?
Yeah, catch the ball, just run it.
Wait, so you know why you weren't the quarterback? Because your brother probably didn't like you.
Yeah.
He was a quarterback, right?
To
you.
Yeah, to me.
It's like,
yeah, just
you
playing
go-
around the yard.
Yeah, it's like, you go get tired. Right?
Yeah.
Go far. Right?
Just go far and just let it fly.
He wanted you away, probably. Like, keep on running.
Yeah.
That's what all the brothers do.
Yeah, the older brothers. Yeah, we used to rough house. I always, love playing with my older brother.
How awesome is that for your parents that they get to see their kids do this?
Shoot, it's probably just an amazing feeling as a parent to send, 2 kids to college, one for free and then one sent into the Ivy League just to, see them live out their dreams and play football. So I know my parents, super proud of him. I hope they're super proud of me as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's probably a great feeling as a parent to watch 2 of your kids.
Have you been to Cambridge?
I have, yeah. So I've been to the Cambridge, Boston area. It was great. It's a huge college town, so there's a bunch of different colleges over there. So it's a super young city. You obviously have Boston Celtics. You have Fenway Park, one of the greatest ballparks in the nation.
See, those answers are good when you're back there.
Yeah.
When you're interviewing with the East Coast media.
Yeah.
But in LA, you're like, man,
Yeah.
forget the Celtics, forget
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a great opportunity, especially when you're walking around the campus. You can feel the history.
Yeah.
Presidents lived here. Like Kennedy was here. There's so many other presidents. When you're walking around, you see a statue, you're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
It's a long way from Bellflower.
Yeah, I know about me. Like when my dad was talking about it, he was like, man, even the city just smells rich, educational. The city, it just looks like money out there. So it's a great area. I know I'm gonna have a blast up there academically and on the football field.
But you first got to take care of your senior season.
Yep.
St. John Bosco does not shy away from anybody. You'll travel and you'll take on the best of the best. You love that attitude.
Yes, sir. I absolutely love it. Just to have the opportunity to play teams all across the country, from Hawaii all the way to Florida, Maryland, Texas. Now we're going to be playing teams in NorCal. So just to be able to display our talents on a national level like that is something that you really can't get everywhere at all. Like even some of those top teams, they don't have the opportunity to play all across the country how we do. And, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to play against all the top competition.
But you're also a target.
Yeah.
Because quarterbacks are looking at that corner like, okay, do I go here? Do I go here? And you know they're coming after you.
Yeah, just that feeling, knowing that a quarterback is going through your way, having that self and inner confidence in yourself, knowing that, the ball's not going to get completed when it's thrown my way. So just having that confidence is something that you need at the cornerback position.
It's a lonely feeling also, right?
Yeah.
You're on an island.
Yeah.
You got to love being on that island. The individual challenge, how much does that push you?
Shoot, it pushes me a lot. So going into my journey at St. John Bosco, I was initially a receiver. So I had those seniors to to look up to and everything. And our defense was really like senior heavy. So transitioning to the defense side of the football, going into my sophomore year, I didn't really have like a specific senior to look after me, help me along the way. So playing that nickelback position, it was really just me trying to figure everything out on my own. So I'm used to that, feeling of it just being just me. So transitioning on to the cornerback position, just having that self and inner confidence, just saying, okay, it's me versus this receiver and the QB going to throw my way. So I'm just know the ball not going to get pleated when it's thrown my way.
What's that feeling like when you pick somebody?
Shoot, it's a unique feeling. It's that real special feeling that you can only get so many times, and I'm hoping it's more times than not this season. But it's just a great feeling, just knowing that you did what you set out to do, and you catching that ball, and hopefully you running it back for 6 too. So it's a great feeling.
Receivers love to talk.
Oh, they love to.
Yeah. In general, they don't shut up.
Yeah.
When they're on the field, it's even worse.
Absolutely.
Or good, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
But when they're going back and forth with their best receiver, you're the best DB. What is being said? Are you a talker, or do you?
Shoot, I'm normally not a talker unless they get to talking to me.
So you're not the first one.
Yeah, I'll never be the first one. Like if we can just be cool and I'll strap you down. You let it happen. So I gotta say too much. But you obviously gonna get those receivers that like talking too. So. Yeah, so.
And now they're going to be like, oh, you're an Ivy League guy. Come on, smart guy. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Yeah, I just had to deal with that this, past tournament. They always talking about, oh, you go to the Ivy League, yada, yada. I was like, okay, you'll see how it goes.
Is that what you tell them? I'm gonna be your agent? Is that what you want to do? You want to be an agent?
Yeah, I definitely want to be an agent after I'm done with playing with football. So that's also what went into my decision going to Harvard. You know, you have a great law program over there. So,
You know what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, Harvard Law."
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
President,
Yeah.
Congress. Come on now.
Yeah.
You go into the politics side.
Shoot, I don't know much about the politics side, but being an agent.
Stay away out of that.
Yeah.
This is why we're in sports, so we don't have to deal with politics.
Yeah. But being a sports agent is something that I was definitely interested in, you know, staying around the sports community and everything, and also being able to help people earn their top dollar too. So that was something that, you know, tied into both of what I want to do in my lifetime. So,
Do you like to argue?
shoot, I do. Yeah, being a part
Yeah,
of
it must be a coach's dream over here. Well, a defensive back that likes to argue? Never.
Yeah, growing up, like with my siblings and everything, I used to always going back and forth with my older sister. We were super close in age, so we always used to go back and forth and everything. But we grew out of that. So, you know, my sister and my older brother, they're like my two closest friends. So, yes.
So now they're debates.
Yeah, more
arguing.
debates rather than arguing and bickering. Yeah.
All right, so you said your mom's at USC?
Oh, yeah, she's a professor at USC.
Professor at USC. Your dad?
Yeah.
Big important role in your life.
Super.
So the dinner table conversation must be interesting.
Yeah, we talk about everything. So, yeah, it's talking about what my brother's up to, talk about what my sister's up to, talk about what my mom's she has brewing. Like she just helped create the bachelor's level social work at USC. So she's helping create that program right now. So just those dinner conversations, those are, you know, great conversations. Yeah.
Your dad brought the Gale Sayers out, right?
Oh yeah.
So he's the football side. Your mom is the academic side.
Yeah, so Harvard is really best of both worlds.
Did your mom ever say, "I don't care about football. If you don't get a good grade, you're not playing"?
Yeah, my mom, she played some sports growing up too, so she understands the football and aspect, everything of it too. So yeah, so she had my older brother, you know, go D1 and everything, so she understands football and everything.
She gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. Yeah, she really.
Do you hear them in the crowd?
Shoot, my dad, he likes to sit always like super high up. But
that's my style right there, away from everybody.
Yeah.
Because at Bosco, the bleachers are on the bench, right? On the field, essentially.
Right there. So some parents, they sit super close, but I always know I find my dad on the 30. My parents, really my family, on the 35-yard line all the way up, almost to the top. So they're always sitting right there. But my dad, he has this little thing growing up where he I hear the 3 claps. I always know it's him. So. If it's dead silent in the stadium, I hear the 3 claps. I always know to look up to my dad.
What's the 3 claps about?
Shoot, that's just how he gets my attention. So I hear his 3 claps, so I just know he's trying to get my attention. I don't know like what went into that, but
so you just know 3 claps. Is it loud?
Yes, it's loud. Like I hear it. Like it's just like every time.
Oh, like that? That's the cadence?
Every time I hear it, I just know. Like even with my brother too. Like if you did it around my brother, he'll turn around. Yeah.
So what is it? Just to make you lock in, or what is it?
Yeah. Well, really depending on the situation. Like, say it's rare, but if I give a ball, I hear the 3 claps, I'll be like, okay, I can't do that again. Or if I make a play, I hear the 3 claps, I know that's him telling me good job. Or even if I hear the 3 claps, I know I look up to him, he'll probably tell me something. But yeah, that's just how, you know.
And you can hear it in that loud stadium.
Yeah, I can hear it. Like it's been trained in my brain since I was little. So yeah, so just hear, even if somebody else do it, I hear clapping, I just turn around.
But you can tell with the hand. Like, okay, that's not my dad.
Yeah.
I'll walk by and I do it. You're like, no, that guy's trying to copy.
Yeah.
So who's some of the favorite athletes you like?
Favorite athletes?
Gale Sayers.
Yeah, obviously Gale Sayers. That's who introduced me to football, really. But I've always been an offensive player at heart, so I always like watching CeeDee Lamb. That's been my favorite receiver since I've been watching him at Oklahoma. So definitely CeeDee Lamb. Keontae Scott, he just got drafted to the Buccaneers. He's a California dude. He's from San Diego. He went the JUCO route, and then he ended up at Miami. The guy you saw catch a pick 6 against Ohio State. So shout out to Keontae Scott. That's my dog. He's a Cali guy too. So I like watching him too. He played the nickel position as well. So that's why I like watching.
When you would go on these recruiting trips, you don't have to say the schools. What were some of the cool things that you got to experience?
So cool things I had to experience. I would just say, the game days. Those have always been crazy. Like, I'm a hometown kid, an LA kid, so just the Rose Bowl, seeing that up in person and up close, it's just
it's different when you're on the field, right?
Yeah,
that grass doesn't look real.
Yeah, it's crazy. So just seeing the history of the Rose Bowl and everything, it's one of the craziest environments.
Because the mountains, you've seen those mountains forever, but then when you're on the field,
Yeah,
like,
you get a little closer. Yeah.
pink and blue. What's going on
Yeah.
here?
So it's definitely crazy. Just all the game day experiences, those for sure, and just experience the city and what the players do in their off time too. Those are some of the experiences I like to look at and take note of.
When you're working hard, when you're grinding this much, people might tell you, "Hey, come do this. Hey, come do that." How do you stay locked in and away from distractions?
It's easy for me because I know I have so
You got
much
homework.
to do. Yeah, it's easy for me, so I just give them a quick okay. But most of my friends, after like a few times I turn them down, they know like, okay, Dorian's locked in. I know he has to do his homework. I know he has to do this and that. So they stop asking after a few times. So once I get some free time, if I do free up some time, I'll go kick it with some of my buddies. So I'm usually the one asking to hang out when I do happen to have free time.
Yeah.
So they know better than to ask me to to come outside on a school night or something. Because they know.
And it's something, I'm not saying go party, like it's something as simple as like, we're going to go get something to eat.
Yeah, that too. I even have to turn that down a few times. They're like, okay, this assignment due at 11:59. I can't go out tonight. So those definitely, and dealing with traveling too, like with school, like when we go play those other teams, or even in the off season, having to travel and deal with the community college stuff too. Doing that homework in the room too. Like we'd have some downtime. Maybe we go kick it in somebody else's room, but I'm in there, typing away, finishing the essays, make sure it's submitted. So I have some off time tonight when we go out or something as a team.
When you do have off time, are you watching movies? What are you doing?
Off time.
Music? What do you got?
I would definitely say, well, when I do have off time, I like to be social. So I'm like, talking to friends or maybe playing a game with my friends. Anything I can do with my friends, because I know all the time that I don't have, it's just me working or whatever, doing whatever. So anytime I do have some off time, it's something that I like to do with friends. So
Where's the discipline come from?
definitely growing up with my parents and seeing what my older brother and older sister do, the do's and don'ts, being the youngest, so I could see what not to do and what to do. And so just the discipline come from that, and also just knowing where I want to go in life and how successful I want to be. And I know that the success isn't going to come from not working and being lazy. So I'm pretty hard on myself, and so that just inspires me to just keep going and keep headed in the right direction.
One of the cool things I always know that Bosco does is they'll have the summer camps.
Uh-huh.
The little
Yeah.
kids, like the elementary kids,
Yeah.
kids who might not be too far behind you, and a lot of the current players get involved with it.
Yeah.
What's the best advice you could give to, like, say, one of those little kids at the camp?
Yeah.
They look at you guys like
Yeah.
superstars.
Yeah, I've coached that camp for the past 4 years. Even going into my freshman year, I coached it every single time. So I like building that bond with those kids. Those are kids that might come to Bosco, and so just to get around them and have some fun with them, teach them. Maybe I can give them a nugget or two of advice. But I would just, if I were to give some advice to the younger generation, I would just to say the two words: just keep going. Just keep going in whatever you do. Just make sure you're headed in the right direction. Obviously, listen to your parents, because they're going to be the ones that have your best interest at heart no matter what. Even if it's your friends might turn on you. So just know you have your parents in your corner at all times, and just keep going and headed in the right direction, and stay consistent and disciplined as well.
Well, young man,
Yes, sir.
keep going.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your
Yes, sir.
senior year and your Harvard.
Yes, sir.
Dorian Franklin.
Yeah.
Keep going. I like that.
Uh-huh.